The Palakkad Assembly constituency in Kerala, where a bypoll is going to take place on November 13th, has become the cynosure of all eyes. This is not because an adverse result in Palakkad Bypoll is going to have any major adverse impact on the continuance of Pinarayi Vijayan-led left front government in Kerala. The reason is the competition in Palakkad, the real competition is between the Congress and the BJP. The left is going to finish third. Every political observer and even political parties agree. That's why CPM made a person who just crossed over from Congress their candidate in Palakkad Assembly constituency. The left front candidate in the coming election is Dr. P. Sareen, who was the social media head of Congress till recently, to be precise, till the date Congress announced their candidate. So that explains the political situation in Palakkad Assembly constituency. All the three major fronts have announced their candidates. As I said earlier, Dr. P. Sareen is the LDF candidate. The Congress candidate is Mr. Rahul Mankottathil, who is the Youth Congress State President. The BJP candidate or the NDA candidate is Mr. C. Krishna Kumar, who is a local guy and a leader who grew up from grassroots level and has become the state General Secretary of the BJP. So the candidate lineup is clear, political situation is emerging, and all the three political fronts have started their campaign also. Everybody is waiting eagerly as to who is going to win the coming polls. Let's take a closer look at the emerging political situation. Welcome to Insights. This is Hari Kumar. Let me first start with the current political situation in Palakkad, then analyze the voting patterns, then analyze the prospects of individuals, candidates, and then let's try to reach an impartial, a fair conclusion based on all those three areas or three facts. Let's start with the current political situation. As I said, everybody was surprised when all on a sudden Dr. P. Sareen, who was the social media head of Congress, crossed over to left front, and the left front wholeheartedly welcomed him and made him their candidate. So it flies in the face of common sense that all on a sudden, how could a political party accept somebody else as their candidate? But perhaps Dr. Sareen might have had built bridges with the left front, and he was expecting a situation like that, and he was ready to face any eventuality. That could be because otherwise one cannot imagine a cadre party like the CPIM all on a sudden appointing somebody from their rival party as their candidate. So this is the present political situation with the LDF. As I said, LDF knows very well that their popularity in Palakkad Assembly constituency has been steadily decreasing. Over the last 10 years, it was very evident. Let it be the Assembly polls or Lok Sabha polls. I mean, in the Lok Sabha constituency, Palakkad Lok Sabha constituency consists of 6 other constituencies in Palakkad district, and there also, if you look, the vote percentage backed by the left Democratic Front has come down decisively. In Palakkad, the CPIM is definitely lagging behind. So that explains why CPIM readily accepted Dr. Sareen. And as a candidate, I think Dr. Sareen had been focusing on opposing the BJP and especially the Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his central team. So, for the left front, accepting Dr. Sareen as their candidate is not great difficulty. So, that part is over. Now, for the Congress, their state leader or Youth Congress state president Rahul Mankottathil, who has been in the forefront of Congress's protests against the left front government, Pinarayi government, is the candidate. Now he has become a popular figure in the Congress and among Congress supporters or UDF supporters. So it's no wonder he carries some weight. So perhaps compared with Dr. P. Sareen, he might have got better acceptance or support from Congress cadres as well as local leadership. So no wonder in selecting Mr. Rahul as the candidate. For the BJP, they have gone back to the time-tested old war horse, who has been repeatedly contesting in assembly polls in the nearby Malambura constituency and who had put up a steady and as well as a good, perhaps I would term it excellent performance against former Kerala Chief Minister V.S. Achyutanandan from Malambura. And in the Palakkad Lok Sabha elections also, he has been the candidate of the BJP twice in 2019 and the recently concluded 2024 Lok Sabha polls. In both those polls, he performed reasonably well, though it was not an exemplary performance, and he is a person who steadily increases vote percent also, though he is not a person who steeply increases vote percentage. But there is a rumor, there is some news is in the grapevine that he is not very acceptable to the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh, RSS, which has got great influence in Palakkad. So let's see whether the BJP will be able to sort out the internal difference of opinion and get the wholehearted support of RSS for Mr. Krishna Kumar. Then only he can hope to win. This is the political situation at present. Now let's go to the vote statistics in the constituency. As I said earlier, CPIM popularity has been steadily declining in Palakkad, right from 2011 to 2021 assembly polls. For example, in 2011 assembly polls, the CPIM candidate Mr. K.K. Divakaran had bagged 35.82% votes. At that time, the BJP candidate was Mr. C. Udayabhaskaran Nair, who is a very well-known industrialist in Nagpur, but he hails from Palakkad. He got 19.66% vote. Mr. Shafi Parmbil, who was the winner, had 42.41% votes. So it was a hands-down win for Mr. Shafi Parmbil, and he got more than 7% lead. In the next assembly polls, that was in 2019, Mrs. Shobha Surendran came in as the BJP candidate, and she increased the vote percentage of BJP to 29.08%. So that was a steep rise from 19 to 29. It means 10% rise in vote percentage. Then also Shafi Parmbil emerged the winner. But his vote percentage came to 41.77%. That is a 1% fall almost in his vote percentage. Mr. N. Krishnadas, a senior CPIM leader, was the left candidate, and he finished with around 28.07% votes. So you see CPM vote percentage came down steadily. During the last assembly polls, that was in 2021, Shafi Parmbil again emerged the winner. That time the BJP candidate was none other than Mr. E. Sridharan, who is a well-respected technocrat who was the CEO of Konkan Railways, Delhi Metro, etc. He got around 35.34% votes, again much higher than what Shobha Surendran from 28 to 35. Shafi's vote percent came down to 38%. Mr. C.P. Pramod, who was the left candidate, got just 25.64% vote. You know, while the BJP increased their vote percentage steadily, the Congress vote percentage came down slowly, but the left vote percent came down steeply. So here there is some basic issue for the CPM. The CPM cannot all on a sudden regain all the more than the 10% votes they lost since 2011. So there is no wonder that they opted for a turncoat what now from Congress, Dr. P. Sareen. And for the BJP, now there is a chance if you go by a pure statistics. And I tell you another example, another reason also. In the Lok Sabha polls also, in the recently concluded Lok Sabha polls also, the BJP finished second in Palakkad Assembly's constituency segment of the Lok Sabha seat. But that time, V.K. Srikantan of the Congress, who won the seat, he got a very good margin of nearly 9,000 votes. So, in a way, the Congress can have a hope that they can win the constituency. But again, it depends on the political situation also. As I said, if you compare the votes gained by BJP candidate from Palakkad Assembly segment in 2019 and 2019 and 2024, again Mr. Krishna Kumar, who was the candidate both the times, increased his vote percent. That is, he got better votes compared to last time. He got in 2019, Mr. Krishna Kumar got 39,000 votes, something 39,963. But this time, in 2024, he got 43,000. So, BJP has steadily increased their vote percentage. So, things are slowly going in their favor. This is the political reality. This is what numbers say. This is what statistics say. Now let's analyze each of the individuals, each individual candidate. Mr. Shafi Parmbil, who had consecutively won from the constituency, was definitely a very popular candidate in the Palakkad Assembly segment. No doubt about that. Mr. Shafi had a couple of advantages. Palakkad Assembly segment is a constituency where you got around 20 to 23% Muslim votes. And these Muslim votes solidly rally behind the Congress candidate. And Mr. Shafi was immensely popular among them, no doubt about that. But don't think that he just got Muslim votes only. Mr. Shafi Parmbil was able to gain votes from other communities also. The peculiarity of Palakkad Assembly segment is it consists of Palakkad municipality, 3 panchayats, Kannadi, Mathur and Pirayiri, and the Palakkad Assembly constituencies major vote comes from Palakkad municipality where BJP is ruling. So this is going to be a great advantage for the BJP. I think they have got around 28 seats in the 52 member Palakkad municipality. The Congress is second and the left has got less than 10 seats. There also everything is, the ground reality is in favor of BJP as well as the Congress. When it comes to the panchayats, Congress is ruling the panchayats. And with the Muslim vote solidly rallying behind the Congress candidate, the prospects of Congress candidate is more. So Shafi Parmbil was able to get all those votes, being having worked there for long period. But will Mr. Uh, Rahul Mankottathil, the Congress candidate this time, be able to gather or gain all those votes? This seems to be seen. This is number one. The number two aspect is, of course, Shafi Parambil has extended his wholehearted support to Mr. Rahul Mankottathil. But will he let Mr. Rahul Mankottathil establish himself in this Palakkad Assembly constituency? Again, that remains to be seen. Because any political leader won't easily let go a constituency that has been nurtured by him for a long over a long period. So you need to read between the lines in that aspect. Again, will the Palakkad district leadership of the Congress allow somebody from another district to come there and establish himself? If he gets established being a young leader, he will be there for many more years. So that means many local leaders won't get the opportunity. So this is what I am thinking, because I was surprised as there because of the infighting in Congress. It was not only in Palakkad Assembly's constituency, in the another constituency in the district, Chelakara, also a rebel candidate appeared. He was the rebel candidate, Mr. N.K. Sudhir, was the secretary of KPCC and he was an AICC member. He had contested from Trutala Lok Sabha seat in Palakkad also. So it means there is something wrong in the Congress district leadership, or something is brewing there. Not everything is all right. These all happened despite the scintillating or a sparkling performance of the Congress in the Lok Sabha polls in Kerala and in Palakkad also. So definitely there could be some discontent in the Congress district unit. And when it comes to Krishna Kumar, Krishna Kumar has been contesting there for long. Twice he contested to the Lok Sabha seat. In Malappuram also he contested twice. He has been councillor at least 3 or 4 times. So I think he is not very acceptable to the RSS at present. So there are problems in the BJP also. Many other names have been discussed, like Shobha Surendran. Some people were saying that a former Congress leader, a former Congress DCC president who left the party and who has not joined any party till recently, he has been considered for the seat. He has been recommended by the RSS for the seat. His name is A.V. Gopinath. So he had actually contested from this seat, but he had not won at that time. LDF had won, but A.V. Gopinath had a strong mass base in the district, and his name was considered. But I'm not saying that he would have been a great candidate, but he's a very good candidate also. So for the CPIM, there is little hope. So let's not think about Mr. Sareen having a great chance to win, but at the same time, Sareen has got certain plus points also, because Sareen is a leader who has been pursuing the strategy or a political line of fierce secularism. That fierce secularism means he could be acceptable to many Muslim groups in the constituency. So there is a danger of Mr. Sareen attracting a section of Muslim votes. You need to remember that Mr. Sareen had won while he was a student in Kozhikode Medical College. He was a doctor, medical doctor. When he was studying there, Mr. Sareen had won to the college union, not as the KSU candidate, but as a candidate of an independent group, which was actually supported by many other groups, including certain hardcore Muslim organizations like Campus Front, which was affiliated to the Popular Front. Then the Solidarity Movement also is said to have supported him. I don't know, but all those diverse, disparate groups had supported Mr. Sarin when he had contested. He had taken a very consistent, aggressive secular stand, and he had taken a very strong stand against the BJP leader, RSS leadership. During the anti-CAA protest, Mr. Sarin had erected a board in front of his house saying, those who oppose the CA, those who supported the CAA amendments, the Citizenship Amendment Act, won't be given treatment there. He and his wife are adopters. So he had gone to that extent, perhaps at the risk of being stamped as an urban excel. So perhaps he may lose some traditional Hindu votes that the LDF used to get. So the situation is a bit complex. Palakkad seems to be, for an outsider, it would seem like a shallow river where things are transparent. But it has got deceptive depth, it has got deceptive currents. It would be those undercurrents that will eventually decide the winner. At present, this is going to be a cliffhanger. A very strong contest is in the cards. Perhaps the Congress has got a slight edge, but if the BJP candidate tries very hard, if RSS and BJP puts up a united face, they can create an upset. Sadly, the CPI left candidate won't have any great chance for winning. So that's it. Meet you with updates about the contest in the coming days. Till then, goodbye.